I thought
You hit that.
I thought I hit it.
He thought he did.
Hit
Yeah.
that, bro. Hit that.
Well, it's gonna be an interesting anecdote to start the fucking podcast.
I don't know. You're gonna pop your bar, your elephant
Babar.
juice?
Elephant juice.
Interesting fact.
Sweet toad elephant juice in my mouth.
The Bar beer is made
It's
by the
so
same
wonderful and magical.
company as your
Comes
that
out of an
gnome
elephant's
beer.
giant
Beer that you know.
slong.
The beer that I
He's
know.
going to put it
No,
in his
remember that-
mouth.
remember that-
He's
Oh, the
going to
gnome
a giant
beer.
slong of an elephant. in
Richard,
his
stop
mouth.
singing. This fucking
So yeah,
God's
it's a
sakes.
little fun fact. They also make
Oh,
what's it called? Blanche de
don't put it on the table. Don't put it on the table.
It actually looks really
You
good in
think
the
that's
glass.
the head, but it's actually the semen from the elephant juice. Yeah, lick it.
And with that note, let's start it off. I'm Adam, like usual. We got Campeau, Matt, Richard, Brandon, and Alex in Ottawa over Skype.
Wow, it's a big day today.
Yeah, pretty big. So before we get into all the MMO talk, there's a couple of things that showed up. They put out more information for Deep Down, which is that Capcom game. Essentially, it's going to be an online dungeon crawler. Do you remember the trailer? It was like just super hyper realistic dragons.
Did
It
we
looked
talk
like-
about this already?
No, it was at E3. They had a trailer for it.
Oh, that game.
Yeah, they showed another teaser trailer. It just showed a bunch of random glimpses of monsters, and there should be a demo at the Tokyo Game Show, pretty much. Aside from that, there was talk about some random restrictions in the PS4 for recording stuff.
Ah. See, this is what happened. Like Sony realized we can't fuck up like Microsoft, so we'll throw on the restrictions after.
Yeah.
We just won't tell them about
Well, no,
it.
because the PS3 had this also.
That's why their price lower.
It'll be surprise butt sex.
No
Basically.
dicks.
You open the PS4 box, a little clown comes out and just starts raping you in the ass.
I got you.
I'm the PS4.
Anyway, so the PS3 had the same restriction. It just there was a workaround where you can use component cables to capture the recording. So like apparently you can use PVRs with PS3s.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Cool.
No, you couldn't use PVRs with PS3s.
Oh,
You had to use a
that's not
workaround,
cool, though.
which was using component cables, and then it would work. But the PS4 doesn't even have component cables; just has HDMI.
Yeah, just
Wow.
which is
So-
funny.
Wait, that sucks for people who don't have HDTVs.
Yeah.
They're
Yo,
meant
get
to-
with the times,
But
bro.
it's still no. I'm not saying I agree. Get with the times, but there are still people with regular
If you
TVs.
could
Yeah,
afford,
but you put those in the bedroom, and then you got your HDTV.
if you could afford a
in the living room.
PS4, you could afford a decent enough TV that will have an HDMI cable
I know
on it.
people with
Well-
HDTVs, PS4s, and don't have an HDMI cable.
PS4s, you know, people with PS4s.
PS3s, and they don't have an
I
HDMI
know.
cable.
I have one too upstairs, but in my upstairs bedroom, whatever. But you can actually get TVs now pretty damn cheap with HDMI cables on
Yeah,
them.
but you're still limiting your audience.
I just thought of something too. We're gonna eventually reach a point where TVs are not gonna have component ports.
Yeah.
That's the whole idea.
It's gonna be like either DisplayPort.
So what the fuck's
or-
gonna happen to my Super Nintendo? I'm gonna have to buy like some adapter,
Well, that's
some component to
Yeah, it's gonna be
HDMI
an
adapter.
even older video game systems. Like if you think of like the first video game system, I forgot what it was called. Like the something Odyssey,
The
Magnavox Odyssey.
Atari or
No,
the,
there was something before.
It was-
before that.
It was like that screw thing. Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
had to screw it into your computer, TV.
Yeah, I had one of the splitters for my Nintendo.
So I mean, you're gonna have
I
to
think
keep
nothing
going.
beats the system that you
we had
have
that
at
too.
your grandmother's.
Oh yeah, those in television or whatever. Was it in television?
I don't know if it was, I think it was something else.
I
But it was
can't
like you
remember
play
what
the
it's called.
tank game, and if you want the like
Yeah.
color, you put the fucking.
It's Vector. It's a.
Oh,
It's a
the
Vectrex.
Oh,
It's a Vectrex.
you had a Vectrex?
Yeah.
Where the hell
Yeah.
is
He's
that?
got it up at his grandmother's.
No,
cottage,
I don't
bro.
know where it is anymore. I have to ask my uncle.
There's this guy on YouTube, and he just does shit tons of video game reviews, and he just loves the Vectrex. He's like, he'll like compare like a PS3 game to like it's not on Vectrex, so it sucks.
Mm.
Like basically, but oh man, I want a Vectrex.
So there was no comment from Sony, and MS, of course, does not have this restriction. Like the Xbox 360 didn't have this, the Xbox One won't. So that's that. There was one more thing that I'm going to get into before we get into all the MMO stuff. There was a Nintendo Direct today.
Another one?
See
Oh,
that?
what's that?
Yeah.
What was it?
They showed Sonic World, which is coming out October 22nd. It looked weirdly confusing, like the levels. Like they were just,
Well, it's typical
Just
for
like-
Sonic.
When is
No,
this
no,
gonna
but it's like-
straightforward?
it's like 3D, but like they're
Sonic 3D.
sort
Sonic
of
3D Blast.
But no,
for
you,
Wii U.
you have to see the video to
Know what I
really
mean? Like,
grasp
just
what it
take an
looks like.
original Sonic level and make that 3D. That would just fuck me up.
Yeah,
Because
that's
they're
almost what it's trying to
what
make
they're
it
doing.
look like a 2D. Like, if you looked at this from from the side, it would look like a 2D Sonic game, but it's 3D. And then they have all kinds of crazy shit everywhere. It looked confusing to say the
But
least.
there were like 2D or 2.5D Sonic games on the DS.
But this is
So-
for the Wii U.
But it's basically like what? Like
Even on the
Sonic
GameCube.
4?
No,
So
it's
Sonic
just
4
it's just called Sonic World.
Okay, but Sonic 4 was 2.5D as well.
This is full 3D.
What is
Okay.
2.5D?
It's like it's 2D, but it's all 3D graphics.
It's 3D, yeah. It's
Oh,
3D
okay.
graphics
It
on a
looks
2D
like-
plane.
You're like a side scroller, but you have depth.
Yes.
Okay.
Little Big Planet. Wouldn't that be 2.5D?
Yeah.
Yeah. They also showed Rayman Legends. The graphics look really nice, but I never really played Origin. The co-op sort of works like the Mario Wii U game, where you can put
One
like
guy's helping
blocks.
out, yeah.
Yeah. So this,
You
but
can
the
fuck
Wii U,
people over big
the-
time.
the Wii U gamepad works as you control the world. So when you rotate it, like something, you might rotate something in the world and something like that. It looked interesting. There's also something where you have like Mario and Luigi skins. Like they have like costumes for Rayman and his compatriots
Nice.
or whatever. They dress like
So
Mario
they're
and
trying
Luigi.
to make him look like Sackboy. He had like, little costumes for Sackboy.
They wear like hats and stuff like that.
Okay.
But it still looks like Rayman.
So Team
I've
Team
never played a Rayman game.
Neither
TF2?
have I.
Fortress 2
Ah,
has.
Team Fortress 2.
I
yeah.
love Rayman Origins. It was so cheap, and it just looked amazing.
It looks really
was-
good.
Yeah.
Does it ever explain why he doesn't have any limbs?
No, that's just the character.
That's the
Excellent.
trademark.
Too
And
many
that
no
looks-
neck.
pixels.
He has no neck or
Too many
arms. Or
pixels.
That's probably what it was. That it was probably just an animation thing back in the day.
It was just a
Yeah,
hand.
As a
Magic.
matter of fact,
no, it was a
I think
restriction.
Magic.
It was
That's
magic.
why
Yeah,
they
it's
did
I
Chris
it.
think
Angel.
it was
It's
actually.
Chris
Yeah.
Angel. Yeah, he has no neck, arms, or legs.
It's just another mind freak.
Anyways, that's supposed to come out September 3rd. They also showed Mario and Luigi Dream Team. So if you like any of like those old Mario RPGs or like Paper Mario and stuff like that, that's basically what this is, but it's just for the 3DS. That's coming out August 11th, so in a few days. Then they showed Pokemon Rumble U, which looks like a mess, like a giant mess. It's like a battle royale game, where it's just like
Is it
a
just like Pokemon Stadium?
Yeah.
no, it's like a flat plane, and you control individual Pokemon, and like you just fight each other, like moving around.
That sounds awesome.
Yes, but
does.
it looked like a giant mess. Like it didn't
I
look
just
like
want them to make a fucking 3D Pokemon.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
everyone
Maybe
wants
an
that.
Pokemon
They
MMO.
have, but they're crap. There's actually like 3 of them, but they're crap.
They should just have it like top down, but like
Why
on
don't
a
they do
console.
it?
Not
I'm
even
tired.
top
No,
down.
you
Do
can
like
put
a
them with-
third
attach them to
person
the console.
view, like
Yeah,
fucking
but-
running around.
I
I
want
understand.
Pokégram.
I
Yeah,
understand
they have.
that, but like some people.
Richard,
What?
they have.
Well, I've never heard of them.
It was Pokemon XD or
There's-
something like that for the GameCube.
There's two on the Wii, and there was one on the GameCube.
Are they out in America?
Yes.
Okay, that shut me up.
I didn't know there was any for the Wii
Pokemon
though.
XD Gale of Darkness. That
Yeah.
was crap.
That was the GameCube one.
Yeah. And there was Poke Park, Pikachu's Adventure, or something like that.
I remember
doesn't
that.
count.
I
How do you
remember that.
how do you fuck up a Pokemon game? How do you
Hey,
make a
you,
crappy Pokemon game?
Pikachu.
Yeah.
It's a simple like
They should-
structure to
Pokemon
it.
Snap,
Because
man.
Nintendo-
Pokemon Snap's
Snap
awesome.
Yeah, don't knock
I
Pokemon.
No, the
freaking
second one.
I bought that
Did you
at
play
the
the
flea
second one?
market.
The game
There's
was
not a
Second
amazing.
one. Where have I
There's
game
not
was
a second
amazing.
one. Wasn't there a second one? There's something
There's
like it. It was like
no
Pokemon Park or something.
It was like Star
Like, my
Fox,
sister had it.
but cameras.
No, but my
Camera
sister,
Fox.
Anyways, they implemented
That
some
sounds
sort
like
of
a dirty game.
Skylanders.
Starmon.
Yes, that's the thing. That's funny. The Skylanders.
They implemented some sort of Skylanders into it, so you can buy figurines. There's like
Of course.
18 total.
Of course.
Why is everyone stealing this?
Yeah.
Skylanders did it.
It's-
Then
no, it's
Disney
fucking-
starts doing
It's the
it.
actual. It's the
It's a
actual
cash
Skylanders
cow.
program.
Oh, okay.
It's a cash cow.
They're
Yeah,
paying
exactly.
Skylander
So
for
much
this.
money in this.
Yeah.
It's stupid. They're like $20
I
a
feel
pop.
bad for anybody with kids.
Yeah.
These days, I want all the whatever. How many
Yeah.
Skylanders?
You want all the
A
kids?
figures?
guy I
Oh,
work with
yeah,
has
by
all the
proxy.
Skylanders for his
Oh, it
kids.
has all of them.
And then I told him Disney's making a game like that where all their characters, he's just like, oh, there goes my money.
I've never heard my mom swear like gutturally when I told her something, but she swore when I told her Disney's making the Skylanders.
Oh yeah.
Why
She's
not?
like, "Fuck!"
You're going to have Captain Jack Sparrow, like,
but
A drunkard.
I
Smells
own,
like
my
booze.
brother owns every single Skylander. He owns all of them.
But how many are
crazy.
there?
There's a lot, He has a
So,
fucking
like,
rubber
50?
bin full of them.
Because there's different versions of
And
them
there's
as well.
alts, so you can get like alternative versions of it. He doesn't have all the alts because that's kind of bullshit. He owns like the initials.
Bullshit.
How
That is
many
bullshit.
He's an 8-year-old, but it's bullshit.
ballpark
He wants
figures?
Because you
points.
can get say Spyro and he's like, and then you can get a Spyro that's like,
Yeah, it's bullshit that I need
Yes.
fucking gold and black Spyro and then purple and orange Spyro.
yeah, that too. You'll have a Spyro
But they
that's
do
in
the
this
same
position,
shit.
and then have a silver Spyro in this
The
position.
fact that you know these people's names.
You don't know who Spyro the
Yeah,
Dragon
you know,
is?
it's
We've only
Spyro the
used-
Dragon,
okay,
man.
oh, cool. We've only
Fucking
used Spyro,
classic
the-
game.
Well, I thought
Like,
like some
Come on,
random
Brandon.
guy named Spyro.
No,
Come
they're
on,
actually talking
Brandon.
about
I know
Spyro.
Spyro the Dragon, but
Yeah,
I'm saying
well,
like
Spyro's
Covering up his tracks.
Yes,
I
he
bought that game.
Of course,
on
is. Spyro,
PlayStation.
have that game, man.
I mean Spyro, right? That's
Spyro.
his Japanese name.
Spyro.
Spyro, son.
But like ballpark figure, how many are there anyway? Like
A lot.
50,
There's a lot.
60?
I'd say like 30, 40.
There's a
Jeez,
lot.
times 20?
My brother's a
Yeah,
lot.
there's about 40.
Holy
I thought they were like
crap.
$15, not 20.
15 to 20 bucks each.
Oh, they're
Depends.
different prices?
Yeah, the bigger ones are 20
Yeah.
bucks.
Oh, okay,
like
the
Oh,
giants?
yeah, because they have the
It
Giants.
doesn't fit on the thing anymore.
But the Giants are fucking cool. They're
Yeah,
pretty
like-
awesome.
Like Andre.
All right, next they showed Professor Layton, another one coming out. It's like
Is it the
Asran
crossover?
Legacy.
Oh, it's not the crossover one?
No, no,
I
that's
thought
another
they-
one.
I thought they weren't making anymore.
No, this is the last one
Did
apparently.
you
Oh,
just
okay.
say the Ass Ram Legacy?
Asran.
Oh.
But there is also the Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
But like, what are you even doing in it?
You're both competing over the same shit. So it's Phoenix Wright doing Professor Layton shit, and Professor Layton arguing in court about shit. How awesome is that? Yeah, it's
That's
a
so
crossover.
stupid.
Basically, no, basically two guys who don't know each other's jobs doing each other's
No,
jobs.
but you're
horrible.
doing it competitively between them. So like, there's gonna be a part where you're both
So they
solving
both
puzzles.
suck at each other's
and
jobs.
there's gonna be a part where you're both in like you're both arguing.
But it
in
looked like
court.
they got sucked into another world.
My brother looks at it. I don't look at this shit.
I
I've
love
never-
Professor Layton.
Yeah,
Played a
I've
Phoenix
never
Wright
played a Professor Layton game, but I hear they're very good.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
they're
never played
great.
any of them
They're
either.
so
They're
good.
addicting. That's the
Yeah.
problem. Like,
Okay.
you're like, oh, I gotta puzzle. I gotta solve puzzles.
So
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
basic
puzzle
puzzles.
game,
The Maniacal
Yeah.
Cat.
like an RPG puzzle game.
It's like
I guess?
Cranky Cat, but better.
And the maniacal machine.
There's a Cranky Cat.
Yeah,
Mr. Smuggleworth
the
third.
last thing they talked about was the Zeldas. So there's the 3DS one, A Link Between Worlds, which is essentially in the same world as A Link to the Past. But apparently it's set way into the future, so it's not even the same Link
So it's a
or the
Link to
same
the
Zelda.
future, the past.
Are they
no,
gonna
the
look
past
different?
future.
Are we gonna get a
Future
ginger
past.
Link? That'd be cool. Give us a ginger Link.
Link and Zelda, but in the future. They jumped into the future from the
No,
past.
A ginger
Back
Link
to the
that
future.
can't
Back to the
quite go
future,
out
man.
during the day, otherwise he'll
Then
get
they would-
sunburned.
Matt,
What?
You're going too
then
far.
they would
with
have
this.
called it A Link to the Future.
Yes, a Link to the
No.
future.
A Link to the Future.
Anyways,
past.
this
Link
is
to the future.
That'll
past.
probably be the
No,
last
but
game.
this doesn't have this. The name doesn't have anything to do with Link to the Past. It's called The Link Between Worlds.
Is that anything to do with
Okay,
time travel?
it's just
A Land
set
Before
in the
Time.
same world as A Link to the Past. So the map looks more or less the same, but there's two separate worlds.
the future world and the past world.
I think they're
I don't know,
all
something like that. Anyways, you go onto the wall and stuff like that, and there's all kinds of weird shit with it.
I think has to do with solely like the fact that you can walk into the wall.
Yeah, pretty much. That's their special
wall?
thing. You can walk. You can go 2D onto the wall like a painting,
Oh, yeah.
and you can walk along the wall
So
like to get
it's
to
Paper
different
Mario.
areas.
So
Yeah.
it's
If there's like a crack in the wall, you can walk through the crack and
Yeah.
appear on the side of the wall.
Basically, when you're going, that's how you get to the link between the worlds. Those cracks in the walls. You go into the cracks and then come out into the other world.
So it's Doctor Who.
Yes, the new Doctor Who.
Yeah. The other one they talked about Wind Waker, which apparently Wind Waker, like the original one came out 12 years ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Long
Yeah.
time.
God damn
Yeah.
old.
Essentially, it's going to be the same thing. They just have some tweaks, mainly making everything quicker.
I still have a T-shirt
Yep.
that came with that game.
They're gonna make it HD, obviously.
wear
Yeah,
the
well,
t-shirt?
that's
Yes.
Ah, they're going standard def this time.
Standard. That's it. Yeah. No HDMI cable.
Yeah.
Have to use the.
On
Anyways,
the DS only.
the Nintendo,
HDMI.
the 3DS one's coming out in November, and the Wind Waker's coming out in October. All right, let's get into the meat of the podcast for this week.
Potatoes.
The mean potatoes.
The quiche.
The quiche.
Those mashed potatoes. Anyways,
Is it a slow cooked meat?
so
Meatloaf.
two new EverQuest games.
Oh, there's two.
Two EverQuests. Okay, EverQuest Next and EverQuest Next Landmark. So technically, it's a mix of the both together.
Final Fantasy 13 and Final Fantasy 13 Versus. Is this what we're going on here?
10
Not
10
quite.
2, man.
One
Not quite.
is more like a content editor for the other.
So it's not really a game.
Okay,
So one's like a
Which makes
beta.
it not an MMO at all.
it
So
doesn't
why
make
are
it
we
an
talking
MMO,
about
but it's two separate entities completely. Just that they kind of coexist, but they're separate. Now they're both free to play. Okay, EverQuest Next Landmark is going to come out first, and they're going to have all kinds of like contests and stuff like that. So user created content can actually make it into the EverQuest Next game.
Okay.
Okay, and but after EverQuest Next comes out, they're going to keep Landmark going as a side thing and they'll
Yeah.
continue doing the same sort of thing. Okay. Now,
You can actually start building shit now.
yeah, I think so.
So the
If you
people that
apply for the
actually
beta.
get content in the game, do they get anything bonus?
Let me get into it, okay? So, it's a complete reboot. It's still set in Norath, and you know it's still the same sort of races. You still have humans to dwarves and like elves to Karen or
The
whatever.
tigers.
Yeah.
Sure, the dwarfs aren't extinct.
Panther release.
Panther release?
Different classes, you know. So the new stuff, they have new multi-class systems, okay? So you start with a basic class, and when you go into the world, you gain opportunities to gain new abilities from other classes. They have like over 40 different ones, and you can mix all kinds of stuff. So as an example, they have like a backstabbing wizard or a teleporting wizard, which is a mix between a rogue and a wizard.
Backstabbing wizard just sounds like an asshole.
I feel like the backstabbing wizard's teleport stats.
That's what I was gonna
Yeah.
say. Can you do that?
So you
Could you
mix.
teleport?
Okay,
over
so
the
you're a rogue who
Wizard.
can teleport.
Oh no, it's
But no, just because you can teleport, we're gonna call it a
We
wizard.
call it a poem.
no. It's all
Port
about
rogue.
the monk that can double punch and throw a healing potion.
So
Final
each class,
Fantasy, man.
each class has 2 weapons, okay? And you can have 8 abilities at any one time. So 4 for weapons and 4 for your class. And the reason why they did that is because they don't want everyone to focus on your hotbars. They want you to focus on the world because it's not going to be. It's going to be more like if something's happening and you want to get out of the way. You know, like the action oriented of the combat.
They're making Guild Wars 2 EverQuest.
Almost. The world is made out of like voxels, so everything is destructible. So it's almost not everything. They can make like towns non-player destructible, but they can make it monster destructible. So if monsters come in and start attacking the town, they could destroy it. And you have to repel them.
Cool.
That is the type of world events that they'll have, okay? And they want to make it so that the world is constantly evolving. So like let's say when the game started, like 5 years down the road, people will be like, "Oh, what was it like when you started?" "Oh, when it started, we were in like there was tent
There was
cities and stuff like
nothing.
that."
We were in igloos. Now we're in castles.
There
Yeah,
was
exactly.
CPs. We
That
had
would be fucking bullshit
That
for new
sounds
players,
amazing.
man.
When we started, there were 10 cities.
That's what you
Now
always
there are
need. That
none.
kind
You
of
can't
shit.
sell anything.
Now there's one.
That kind of stuff makes it so you always have to have new servers.
No. But see, the thing is, what they're gonna do is, so since everything's made out of voxels, you can make everything like world based. So like if you have a wizard, you can pull up like stone walls or whatever directly from the ground, and they'll stay there. So the enemies either have to tear down the wall or walk around it or stuff like that.
So
But you can also
So
build
essentially, in
stuff
the
Like,
first
RDCA,
month
you're
of a
gonna fuck with
game,
people.
a
You
fucking
build a
wizard's
wall,
gonna make a
I'll fuck it up.
maze.
I'm gonna
getting
build a
into the
shit
fucking
ton of
maze.
walls. I'm gonna get like 10 friends. All of us are wizards.
Let's
And
build
start blowing
walls.
shit off always and forever.
That's what we're gonna do.
Guys, we're
The trolls.
we're Wizard Clan.
But
I'll
see,
play this game just because it's fucking.
no
Everquest.
clan
see,
troll, man.
You don't just have to play on the
Troll
land
cave.
though. You can play underground too. So you can start. They're doing like they have like
Lord,
10,000
man.
years of archaeological lore that they're building into the world, and you can like dig into the ground and look for like ancient
So
temples
it's like
and stuff like
Second
that,
Life EverQuest style.
or like Minecraft mixed with an MMO.
That's what I was thinking. Minecraft the entire time.
So I can pick up a block.
People don't play it like that.
No, but sorry,
So I can pick up a block.
I'm not sure.
Block of dirt.
Can I get
Block.
diamond? That's the only thing. That's the
Can
only
I
thing play
nerd
Minecraft.
pull with dirt that I picked up?
I have no clue.
Can I murder a sheep
Anyways,
with a cobblestone block?
What they're gonna do is though that there's gonna be earthquakes in the game that would kind of reset the underground areas.
So all
every
my
once in a
underground
while?
work would get
Okay.
shit
That would
on
suck.
every time.
You're-
No,
That
it
would
would
just suck.
It would just
but
reconstruct the destroyed areas.
You're underneath. All of a sudden, there's an earthquake. You're just dead, and you lose everything.
They should do that for the
character's
above
gone.
areas too, though.
It's
Tsunamis and tidal waves. and
Because
shit.
say like you're playing a
Hurricanes.
city and everyone plays in this city, and because you're doing so well, the city becomes wealthy, it becomes rich, it evolves. There should be something catastrophic that
Well,
happens to that
that's the
city
thing.
and
Honestly,
bring it back
there,
down.
They
there's
wanna
gonna
have-
be no city that's gonna do well in that game.
Well, they want to have global events. They're called rallying calls, and they would change the world over time. Okay, but they don't want to just design the world. They want to like create a smart world. So they want to put characteristics into the like enemy AI. So like if they make orcs, they're going to give them characteristics for what they like and what they don't like, and then kind of put them in the world, and they will like go off and find a place to like settle.
Procreate.
Exactly. And as the world gets destroyed, and maybe their habitat gets destroyed, maybe they'll move on. And you won't be able to find the orcs in the same place anymore.
See what?
Lure the strongest monster to a town and have it destroy the
See,
entire
this
town.
is the only thing I'm thinking of with this game is that they really,
So like wow.
as a consumer, they really need to show me like this is how people aren't gonna be able to fuck with your game. Because like that's the one thing I'm like thinking right now is like how is like 10 assholes not gonna completely ruin my experience every time I play this game?
All I want from this is bring back the freaking difficulty that was in EverQuest, the original.
It's not gonna happen.
That's not gonna happen. Games are no longer gonna be hard.
They're all easy
That's
now.
fucking what pisses me off with MMOs now, man.
They're too easy.
I want to
Yeah.
That's what they did in World
I
War
played
Warcraft.
on a vanilla WoW server and I had more fun than I played on my regular WoW server.
is fucking bullshit.
Yeah, they fucked over World of Warcraft.
I still like it.
I stopped
I
playing
liked
because they
EverQuest
fucked
more than I liked WoW because WoW you could level up by yourself. You could do a lot of that shit, so there was no forcing you to communicate with other people. I never made online friends from WoW. Okay, I played with someone I knew, or I played by myself, or with my girlfriend who would annoy me, going, "Come level with me," and I'm like, "No."
Fuck you.
But with EverQuest, because it was so difficult, you would have to group up with people in areas. So therefore, you're not forced to communicate, but obviously you're going to talk to the people that you're playing with, and through that you would build online relationships and everything. And I found that just helped make the game better.
Makes sense.
So, Brandon, you don't usually play MMOs, but what do you think about the way this sounds?
Brown.
I'm brown.
I'm brown. What I'm actually interested is how are they gonna make money, like financial background.
Gold.
A lot of free-to-play games make a lot of money.
Yeah, I know that, but like, are they gonna do it the standard way of just issuing random items that are overpowered?
Well, no. Well, usually games don't
In
do that
comparison.
nowadays. They're doing microtransactions to sell
Exactly.
like keys to open chests and bullshit like
Basically,
that.
things to speed up everything. But that's kind of like everything else, right? Either way, it's intriguing.
Here's-
Anyways, they didn't get into the whole monetization of the game. They just
Of course
talked
they're not
about the
going
game. Anyways, they wanted to make the movement more fluid, almost like seeing Assassin's Creed in an MMO sort of thing. Like, like a little parkour, jumping over walls and stuff like that. It's just to make it more fluid and a lot more
It
appealing
must
to
be
look
awkward.
Well, all this is intriguing and all to
Hardcore.
me. I feel like it might be a bit too much. I feel like they could just fall, flat on their
The
heads.
parkour
It's
thing
possible.
is a little fucking too
Yeah,
much. I
'cause
mean,
how-
you're fucking wizards and rogues and
Hey,
archers.
a teleport
and-
If
backstab
everyone
and
starts
wizard,
making walls and shit like that, maybe you have to scale them.
Parkour that wall,
Okay,
man.
scale the wall. Don't fucking start hopping from wall to wall, doing
I think-
backflips,
Yeah, but
jumping off, and
I
fucking.
don't know the extent of this.
I
This
think
is just
they're
what
giving their players
this is
too
just what
much
they said.
freedom.
Really?
I think
Too much freedom?
Yes.
I think we should.
MMOs are built on structure.
Clearly, you've never played a Korean MMO.
Fair enough. I have not played a Korean MMO. No, but I think an MMO like that, because you're allowing too much possibility for people to be dicks. Because I think that's gonna really hurt a lot of their player base because any number of assholes can really ruin this game for a larger group of people.
But it is
possible.
free.
Look at what was
but
it?
you can't say
Star
that for
Wars.
free games. You
The
can't
first
make
Star
games
Wars
free.
MMO that came out. You could build player
Galaxies?
cities. Yeah. You could build player cities and people would come and you could thrive off of it. But because of that, people would come and attack it and everything. And then I don't know, I played the game fucking 6-7 years after it came out. I was like, let's give it a try.
Oh, yeah,
You
I
go
was there with you.
We played together for a bit. There are so many deserted fucking cities. in
Everything
that
is
game.
empty. There's
You-
buildings everywhere.
it's retarded. You pretty much is the main areas, the main cities is what you have. All of the shit that they gave freedom to the players, just barren.
Nobody
there was no
goes there.
point to it.
I can also say I think MMOs are also a breeding ground for assholes. I was in a guild on my last server that I played on. That it was a PvP guild, and there was an event called the opening of the gates. In
Wait,
vanilla.
sorry. What side were you on?
I
Alliance?
was on the Horde.
Okay, because the PvP is a lot better.
They were called
Hogo.
Sneaky Bunny Death Squad. That was the name of the guild, and it was a perfect guild for what I wanted because I just wanted to be an asshole and just fucking murder people and shit on their fucking days.
Yeah.
So this guild, there was an event where you had to open a gate, and it was a whole community thing. So all the fucking players came out, and this one guy, this one Blizzard guy, would open the gate for you. But he was just a regular player. They didn't make him a GM or anything. But they realized that means that player can die, and he can't open the gate. So my guild camped him for 12 hours. And my server wasn't allowed to have this event because they kept camping the GM guy, and there was nothing they could do to stop it. Just Blizzard, there was a loophole, and Blizzard got shithole out of it. So that kind of thing is so much easier when you go do whatever the fuck you want in our MMO because there's no rules.
Yeah, that's funny.
I just imagine the starting zone is full of fucking walls, and you log into the game, and you're
can't
you
get
log
out.
in a wall.
Imagine a new player coming to that and just walls everywhere. This game looks like crap. It's just walls.
Yeah, but it depends. I mean, for the example with the wizard wall or whatever, I don't think you could indefinitely keep raising it or
No, but
whatever.
you could make so many.
No, but
Make
it's
a maze. He said, "There's 10 of us making."
yeah, you could
wall.
possibly make a maze, yes, but we don't know the extent of
But
how long the walls last.
We've only spoken about walls so far. There's probably a
yeah,
shit
you
ton
can
more
make
stuff.
you can make
Headspace, man.
sinkholes.
Yeah, so that's even worse. I'm just gonna make holes everywhere.
Yeah, there
so
you
people
go.
are just gonna run around, and I'm gonna
See,
put
now-
walls over the
It's
holes.
gonna
so
be
you
like
suck.
Montreal. There's just gonna be sinkholes everywhere.
Damn it!
Yeah.
Still
I have the idea.
No.
We find a place where there's a boss that everyone has to get to. We all make wizards. We make a maze to get to this boss. Then we lure a minotaur into the maze, and people have to get past the minotaur. to the
And the
boss.
Minotaur is also a boss.
No, the idea I had was just to make a very, very deep hole, and if someone was unfortunately to fall into
That was
it,
already in EverQuest 1, bro.
Deep holes.
That's what she said.
It'll be deeper holes.
yeah.
Deeper holes is
So let's get into Landmark. So, like I said, it's sort of a tool to create stuff for Next. It has all the tools available to the Next devs, and will be available to all the players. You basically get a lot, and you can create whatever you want in the lot, and you can buy flags or earn flags to claim more lots.
Oh.
Now, you can buy and sell creations, so you can make like a tower to a castle. Okay.
I would just make a quest.
And if someone saw the tower to your castle inside the the marketplace or whatever, he can take that and put it into a castle that he's building. And if you use it like 4 times, every single time someone used that castle, you would get royalties as real money. Like you can sell creations
So it would benefit to be the first person
to start doing it.
Yes.
Yeah, if you get popular.
It's a
you
good
can start-
idea, but I don't think it belongs in that type of MMO that EverQuest is.
Well, see, that's the thing. It's 2 separate things, right?
Yeah, but I mean, if it was like Sims or something, I could understand. But in a fantasy online RPG, I think it's kind of out of place.
They're going to put restrictions on the style. Like if you want to put a certain building inside a certain territory, it has to fit with the style of that territory.
So it
You
could
can't
be-
just put like a human castle inside like a wood elf.
I'm
like,
sorry, but those
like
drapes
forest.
are green and everything else is blue. Just
Exactly.
fucking
There you go. Pretty much like
It's not
that.
a giant dildo looking
I would just make orc
phallus
stuff.
tower.
Orc stuff can look as
Mhm.
cheaty as
You make the
humanly
castle
possible.
that's on the Little
it'll still
Mermaid
look like orc
cover
stuff.
with the dildo on it.
Anyways.
Skyrim MMO.
Yes. Skyrim MMO. That's pretty much what's next.
Sure.
Looks meh.
I don't
Elder
play
Scrolls
Skyrim.
Online. Did you see the new thing?
I've never played.
There was
any.
a 30-minute.
I don't think I'll ever play in Elder Scrolls.
I've never.
You was on
Skyrim's
Skyrim.
probably the easiest one to get into because it's
It's-
very
I
simple.
really
hated.
good.
I hated last one.
Oblivion?
Yeah, I hated
Oblivion, I was not
I think
a fan of
Sean
either.
loved Oblivion.
I don't
Morrowind
think
was
so.
fun. I like Morrowind.
I don't-
Morrowind was cool, yeah. That was what I got.
I
into it.
hated fucking Oblivion. I loved Skyrim.
But I think Skyrim was just like such a dumbed down version of the Elder Scrolls games that
Which
it
is
was
also
just
still
so easy to
approachable.
get into and have fun
Yeah,
with.
you can just
Yeah.
you can just approach it. And I think anyone can have fun with that game. I can give it to my grandma and she'd be like, "Look at this!
Oh, look at
I made a bunch of swords."
All right. Anyways, so the Elder Scrolls MMO. There was a new 30-minute gameplay
30
demonstration.
minutes.
Yeah, straight 30 minutes
Just
at QuakeCon. So basically, it's supposed to feel like real Elder Scrolls, and it did look like actual Elder Scrolls. Like it looked like Skyrim, just they were playing 4 players.
Yeah.
You start off. Basically, the game starts off in the middle of a war, and you pick your faction, and there's like a crazy amount of customization, like any Elder Scrolls game. You can play first or third person depending on your preference. Yeah, the third person it just looks like EverQuest, and the first person looks like Skyrim. It's just basically if you want a better view during like PvP or any sort of fighting.
yeah.
The compass is back. There's no actual mini map. You just have the normal compass.
Yeah.
There's lore books and everything like that. Using your skill increases the ability. When you level up, you can like morph it into one of 2 other skills also. It's fully voiced too. Quick travel anywhere you've already been, like any other Elder Scrolls. But you have to get there first, or else you can't quick travel. There's a group search feature. You can travel to the party members also, or to the nearest safe location.
So I guess you gotta ride a horse still.
You can ride a horse also, yeah.
You ever play Red Dead Redemption Online?
This is gonna be really cool though. I think.
Can you ride dragons?
I doubt that.
I think I
First Rhoda.
I don't want to cut you off, but I read a
Blood
really
Dragons.
interesting forum post about the Skyrim MMO that people are talking about. And what people are saying is like the workshop was such a good tool for Skyrim that a lot of the content they think is going to be carried over into the MMO. Like a lot of like small things, like people like good ideas that people had for mods
Okay.
are going to make it into the MMO because it was just really like.
Well, that
Which
makes
is
a lot of
cool
sense to
ideas.
me, so.
So it was a really good idea for a lot of companies now are thinking about doing workshop stuff because of the way it just shows like the community has good ideas and we can not take them but like use them ourselves.
Yeah.
Steal your ideas.
Yes. That's what EverQuest wants to do.
Yep, pretty much. So they have sky shards. Finding 3 gives you a skill point. Yeah, you find them in the worlds. Getting 3 gives you a skill point. You can, either get a new skill or morph an old one you have. So they want to focus on packs of enemies you fight instead of just like, how you go into a cavern and there's like 1 or 2.
Yeah, you
Yeah. And the loot is instance also per person. So it's not just like you don't have to fight for loot.
So you can turn around stuff too, like Borderlands.
Yeah. And the classes are starting points. So you can use, there's no weapon restriction, there's no armor restriction, you can do whatever you want. The NPCs also work together as groups. So like when you're in combat, they like the healers will heal people and stuff like that.
Interesting.
Cool story, bro.
Yeah, no one's paying attention to you dicks.
We're paying
You
attention.
know me. I'm not.
Yeah, you don't like that.
I don't like Elder Scrolls.
Really? Why?
I've never played any of them.
So how do you not like
Yeah,
them?
it's a strong point.
Yes,
You
it
should
is.
make
For someone who's never
an
played.
Elder
Well,
Scrolls.
it's not that I don't like them, it's just that I don't find them interesting.
Alex, what do you think about all this?
For Elder Scrolls, I haven't seen it, but I've been looking into EverQuest Next, and I'm actually on a thing right now, 25 MMOs that are supposed to be coming out in 2013, a little bit later. There's a lot that I did not know about.
There's always a lot every year. It just
Half of
matters if they break through to get to the crowd.
Exactly.
them,
But
none of them
Like
make
how
it.
many people here know
most of the
about
time they're
Terra?
crap,
I
and
know
like
about
10 out of these 25 look decent.
I know it's.
Do you guys know about Tabula Rasa?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
old though.
Yeah, Tabuli Raza. It's.
Tabula-
I like Terra
You-
though. I think it's a
you-
Do you have to eat
fantastic
that with a
game.
spoon or with bread?
With bread.
I think Terra's sick. It's free to play, and I like the fighting in it. I think it's pretty cool. It's
There's also-
different.
there was that Valve MMO that came out. It was
Valve
pretty cool.
MMO?
I think it was. Oh no, it was used the Half-Life engine. You hear
A
about
lot
that?
of things use the Half-Life engine.
Almost everything.
It was this like it's MMO that came out a little while ago,
Half-Life.
and it used the Half-Life 2 engine, and basically what it was like you fought like viscerally, like it was actually like combat. Like when you hit the buttons, it would like, and you fought like kind of like Monster Hunter, but in MMO style.
Okay.
They
have a martial
it's
art
free to
MMO,
play
like,
on.
Monster Hunter 3?
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
God damn it! Make another Monster Hunter for the PlayStation already,
Yeah.
and have it come out in America.
No, Monster Hunter 3 for the Wii, man.
Wii U.
I haven't
You-
played it.
I haven't either.
I don't
I
have a
have it for
Wii U
3DS.
though. So.
Well,
It's supposed to be
3DS.
really good.
Well, I bought it for the 3DS because if you own it, if you have it on the 3DS or on the Wii U, you get a copy for either.
But it came out for the Wii because the Wii U wasn't out.
No, it's the new Monster Hunter, the newest
The
one.
third one.
Monster Hunter Try
Yeah,
came out
isn't
for the
that
Wii.
free?
It came out before the Wii U.
Oh,
It's really
It
like
came
last year or
out,
No,
something.
but
it
this
came
was
out on
actually called
it came out on Wii U and it came out on 3DS.
Yeah.
Oh, never
Yeah,
mind.
and if you buy it on 3DS, you have a copy for the Wii U, and if you buy it for Wii U, you get a copy for 3DS.
That's genius.
So you can play with yourself
Really?
because you'll have no other friends.
Yeah, that's
to
why
play
I bought
with.
it for 3DS because it didn't matter. And when I get it, because
Okay.
you get like a downloadable code, like you plug in your 3DS to the Wii U and say, "Oh, you own this," you can download it from the store. Yada yada.
So come here.
Cool.
You don't get it because that's been on my account.
I used to go over to this guy's house and we fucking land
Yes,
fucking
that-
Monster Hunter in his basement.
That was the best.
That was a long time ago.
102 hours into Monster Hunter.
I
Speaking of
play-
Monster Hunter, though, apparently they're making a Monster Hunter online.
Yeah, I
It
heard
is?
about that.
It's already online.
Well, yeah, but like an MMO.
Oh.
What was that Monster Hunter shooter style game you guys used to play? Like Lost something or
Fantasy Star Online.
no? Like I thought it was like Lost Planet. Or
Dynasty Warriors.
Lost Planet? Yeah,
That's
Lost
a
Planet
different
2.
game.
That's Lost Planet 2 is what it's called.
Another Fantasy Star I think would be pretty cool.
Yeah, another Fantasy Star would be really cool. But I mean, like they come out every once in a while, and there's like one on PC in Japan right now. But who knows if it's ever going to come out in North
I
America?
mean, we had fun playing it, but it was always like, "Oh, I'm gonna get the bazooka for this for my character, but we gotta level up like 50 times and kill this thing like 20 times to see if it drops."
Yeah, because there was like a,
Yeah,
And it was
like
that whole thing that just drove us to not want
there's
to play
a
it.
percent chance of it dropping
Yeah.
on that enemy, and you have to
Welcome to
keep
WoW.
playing the same level.
It was kind of not really a tangent, but have you guys looked into Tales of Celia?
Zilly, yeah.
Sean
Sean
got
bought
that.
it.
Yeah.
I haven't really looked into it, but all I know is Sean bought it.
He
I
says
know
it's
Mayra
supposed to be
bought
the
it.
best.
The best.
Well, one of the best.
I've never played any of the Tales series.
They're pretty
Zilly,
bad.
none of them?
Mayor collects them.
Apparently.
I think the
Bad.
only one I ever played was with Alex, and I can't remember
Tales
what
of
it was.
Symphonia?
Yeah.
Symphonia.
Yeah.
Good.
I think that was
I heard
what it was.
Tales of
Tales
Symphonia
Symphonia is amazing.
That's supposed to be the better.
No, it's
of
pretty
all
bad.
of them. No, but it's the better of the others.
He can't see me trying to piss him off.
Give me a multiplayer fucking RPG. I want to play something online with my friends instead of a
Final
fucking shooter.
Fantasy.
I just want a kart racer of any random stupid game. So like,
Give me
Skyrim-
Diddy Kong Racing.
No, just give me Skyrim.
That's pretty legit.
Racing.
I agree with that argument.
Skyrim Racing.
I
The
watched
race
Dragons.
course-
Give me GoldenEye kart racer. I'll be happy.
GoldenEye kart racer.
Why not?
Yeah, everyone would just be odd job.
Yes, that's what I was gonna
Throw
say.
hats at
He's
people.
faster than everyone else.
So what's everyone been playing this week?
You can put two and two together for me.
I've been playing Death.
Kart
Yeah.
racers.
Yeah.
Kart
It was this game made in high school that was a board game, kind of
yeah.
like Clue. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I remember
guys
that.
made up a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
It
had
was.
to an
It was
arcade
like
sport.
Clue, except You had to
It was-
kill
oh,
other
I
It
think I
was
did
team
the same thing
deathmatch. I'm sorry, it was deathmatch, just like Clue, but it was
Blue
weird.
style deathmatch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was just a board game where you killed people. You had to go get weapons and stuff in different parts of the house. We played with Matt's Dragon Ball
Yes,
Z
we did.
figurines.
Those were the best.
They're our characters.
They were
It's
the
hilarious. It's good stuff.
best. Still have some of them.
Oh, Miami.
Still Hotline Miami. You haven't beaten it yet?
I'm at the last chapter and I'm getting stuck with the
Yeah.
boss who's just shooting bullets all everywhere.
Apparently a 4-hour game can last you quite
I
a couple
played
months.
10 hours of a 4-hour game. So I suck at this. I suck at the game so bad.
It's like
Yeah.
playing
So it's-
GTA and all you do is keep taking whores into the alleys and fucking. This game's lasting me forever.
Alex, you've been playing anything new?
Playing anything new? Not really. Well,
League of Legends.
Camp and I started playing Saints Row the other night. That was so much fun.
Stupid.
That is fun.
Saints Row 3?
Fucking
No,
fighting
good.
people with giant
No,
dildos.
because we got all the DLC.
Yeah.
So we start with those random ass, like, superly overpowered shit. Like, we have a truck with infinite mass. Like, no matter what we drive over, it just crushes it, except for cars that are slightly bigger than it.
I think probably I don't have all the DLC, but my favorite gun is the one that it's like a blunderbuss that you shoot people and the shark comes
Because
out.
on these, and
Yeah, that's the best.
That's
That is
awesome.
hilarious.
then we have a gun that's a giant cat mouth that eats people, and then you shoot them out of a cannon.
Yeah, isn't that a car that you
Yeah.
drive them over
Yeah,
and
you
it
drive
like,
over
sucks
people,
them
it
up?
sucks them up, and you can shoot
Yeah.
them. And if I suck up Alex, he controls the cannon, he can shoot himself places.
Nice.
And there's a motorcycle that's a tiger, and it breathes fire. What?
One of the vehicles
Is
that you
this the
have
fourth
also,
one?
it's
No, that's the
That's
third
the
one.
third
a
one.
tank.
It's
Sorry.
such a fun game.
Alex, what
Alex,
are
you
you
gotta
saying?
speak up.
There's a vehicle where it's a tank, but it's not the same tank as the one you described before. There's a laser on it that shoots just forever, and the laser
A
explodes.
tank with a
anything it touches.
freaking laser beam on its head.
Does it shoot sharks out of it as well?
There's a panda bear
No.
car with a
They should-
machine gun on
They
top.
should just make a
Yeah, that
shark.
makes sense.
They should just make like a Shark Week like DLC for like free add-on.
And we found a car that has like metal scoops on the front, so it basically is just a portable ramp that you just drive.
So you
as
just
fast.
drive in the
You just drive
oncoming
as fast
traffic.
as just fucking watching people.
So they're like those cow stopper things on like
I
trains.
gave Alex. Alex was
Yeah,
driving my
kinda.
Vespa, and he did a full front flip off my car.
I did a complete back
In real life.
Yeah, it was pretty safe.
That game is good because you can go through the whole story mode playing with other people.
That's what we're doing so far.
fantastic.
Fucking giant dildo swords.
Yeah, and Alex didn't know about it, so I was like, "Hey,
Oh
I'm gonna go run in this store real quick."
Didn't know there was a dildo
And
sword,
I-
Alex?
And I come out,
Naked
I
with
come
a
out with a
giant dildo
giant dildo bat. I just started beating him with it.
But you gotta be completely naked.
And that's Also, when me and Alex unlocked our costume options, because we have all these, we have this like, weird ass, crazy random. So Alex comes out dressed up as like a knight, and he's like naked, and I'm like a space princess with my dick hanging out.
That's the best, man. Fighting with dildos?
Just random shit. It's so fucking crazy.
Yeah, there's a mission that you do where you have to be naked. Fuck.
There's side
so
missions where you
fun.
have to be naked. You have to go shrieking.
Yeah, you see how many people you can shock or something. Really?
Yeah.
Shark and dog.
Shock and dock.
The shock and dog.
The old
Yeah,
shock
that's
and
our
dog.
You have to surprise them and then dock with them real quick.
This is the quota right here. We can't say more than once.
All right, we need a question.
What do you think people that make MMORPGs can do to bring in more people into the game? Because like Sean doesn't play MMOs.
No.
They don't interest him. So what can they do to bring people like him into the genre?
Nothing.
Existentialism.
I'm not
I
sure.
don't know what that word means.
Probably nothing. Because it's a
What was
type of game.
What was the question?
How do you bring in new people that wouldn't necessarily play MMOs into MMO space? Like, what could devs do to bring in new players?
You know how they would bring in Sean? They would build a Shin Megami Tensei MMO, and that would bring Sean in it.
Yeah,
for
I
about a
think the
week.
franchise.
Sean
Maybe.
has to be a character in there.
Sean would have to. There would have to be a Russian.
No, well, see, the thing is, I think he would play Guild Wars if he had a good computer because it's a different type of MMO. I liked exploring in that game more than like doing other stuff.
No, but I
And
don't think he would actually start it. That's the thing.
I think he would.
That game was cool because you can go into the PvP and it puts you at max level right away.
Yeah, I think Sean would actually play Guild Wars too because it's less of an MMO. It's kind of like a full-fledged game mixed with an MMO experience. That's the way I see Guild Wars 2.
I think we should just because obviously he doesn't have a good enough computer. If he
No,
did,
yeah.
I think we should just try and get him into like any free MMO.
No, he
Yeah,
wouldn't do it.
RuneScape. He's playing RuneScape.
No,
Oh,
he would.
RuneScape. What is
He
wrong
would
with
hate
you?
The
RuneScape.
best game ever.
I had a friend.
I
who
don't
played
know
RuneScape.
why
All I did was
people-
chop down trees.
I don't know why
Like
all
we
of
can
them
get
do
him to try Rift, or we can get him to try Terra.
Rift isn't free.
Now
Rift
it
has
is.
been free to play
It
for a
just
while
became
now.
free.
It just became, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I liked Rift. I played Rift for like an hour, and I had a lot of fun with it.
I love Terra, but I don't know what it is with me in
The
these
only
games. I
one
just can't pick them up.
I can
after
see
a
him
while.
liking is the shooter one, the Defiance, is it?
Defiance?
Yeah.
Yeah, Defiance
That's
is
the
cool.
only
How
I've
was
one.
been
it?
meaning
You
to
bought
pick
it?
that up, but I still haven't
I
That's
bought
the
it.
only one
I
can
bought it
see
during the
more
Steam
buying.
sale when it was like
Like,
60%
yeah.
off.
How
It was
was
like
it?
$20.
Is it
It's
cross-platform?
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
it is.
Actually,
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'm
It
not
is.
sure.
I'm not
No,
sure.
no, no, it is.
I want to start playing
It is?
Yeah.
Okay.
DCO or Champions Online, which I think you would like.
Me, Alex, and Corey used to play Champions Online.
You guys should get
Yeah.
it with me.
I think
No,
I
Save Heroes.
downloaded
Save Heroes or
DC
Champions?
Universe.
City of Heroes is done.
Yeah, no, but I was telling you guys. Well, I actually re-downloaded Champions Online recently, and I'm making
Yeah?
a dude. But they changed a lot from last. Like now, it's like there's like 6 or 8 archetypes. That's it. It's like this. Like there's no more mech guy. Remember, there used to be like a robot guy. There's not that anymore. It's just like
Sean was interested in playing DC Universe Online.
I
Yeah,
would
because
play
you can
that.
play it on his PS3.
Yeah,
but it's not
but
fast platform on
the
PS3.
fucking, isn't it?
No,
From what I knew, I thought it was
I thought it
cross-platform.
wasn't.
So you could just
Not-
play on your PS3. Who cares if we all play on our? We all have
The-
PS3s.
The thing that I think turned him off was that it's a fucking like 17 plus gigabyte download.
Yeah, it's a lot. Now, to answer your question, I think
you could buy the disc for like $10. If it was like, that was
Come
an
over
issue.
to one of our places, download it, and then bring it back.
no. Well, like I said, to answer Richard's question, I think mixing what Campeau said in a prior podcast was the main thing with MMOs that keep people playing is player versus environment, not player versus player. I don't think Sean would really be into all the PvP or whatever. He'd
No,
be more into the
definitely
PvE. But if they make it more engaging than it has been in recent times, because everyone seems to be going into the PvP space. Like everyone's trying to push for the more of that PvP stuff
Yeah.
over the PvE, and I think it's a bad shift, and that's maybe why they're losing people.
No, they're losing people because they made it super easy. Like World of Warcraft. That's when they really started losing a lot of the people. Was when they dumbed it down so that like these 8-year-old kids can play it.
World of
and master
Warcraft
it.
was
by
always
default.
kind of dumbed down.
But if you can get an 8-year-old kid to play WoW, and his parents have to pay a monthly fee, and he's telling his friends, "Hey, you guys should play this game WoW." Your parents,
Yeah,
parents
they'd
have to
love
pay-
it.
Yeah, they would love it. But
They're
it's
trying
just
to
that,
make money, Matt.
I know, but I'm just saying the
That's
fact
what-
that they made it to the level that it's so basic that all these people can play it. I found it was stupid. Like you can gear up. What is it like? You can go to the shop with enough emblems, and you can be fully geared.
No,
More.
no, not in comparison.
No, it's not a comparison, but it's enough. It's a high enough point.
But
Like
then
that 332 gear?
330. Well, no, it's 5. It's 5.
No, now it is. But I'm
Yeah.
saying when it was
Yeah,
332.
that was a bad. That's
It's just
a bad
that it's
example.
frustrating. Like you would be a 10-man that was running a dungeon, and you'd be spending hours trying to get this gear that's supposed to be really good, or you could just run like a 5-man dungeon, get enough emblems, and buy yourself
Fuck
the best
10
gear in
man.
the
It's about
game.
40 man.
But the problem
At
was
the time.
But the problem was that Blizzard was trying to make it where that gear, that buying gear, was just spot fillers. So what you do is like,
Yeah,
I
I understand that.
need
'cause
a
it's-
piece.
It doesn't
like,
fill in the 4 set,
Yeah.
but their gear would always end up being better than yours.
Well, that's what they've kind of fixed that now. It's more
Kind of.
streamlined now.
kind of because
Thing
they made
is-
the raids harder. And
They made raids harder and they made LFR.
I have a question for you though, Campeau. What do you? Well, they don't know
Let
who
me
the fuck
point.
I'm pointing at.
you over there.
You like the whole
Sure.
PVE thing.
I
You
like
think
both.
that's what makes it?
I like both. But yeah, it's PvE keeps you in the game.
Yeah.
PvP is a good distraction from the game.
It is. But what do you prefer, endgame PVE or the leveling up?
Endgame PV
Really?
Really?
Downing bosses
is the best feeling
is
ever.
so good. When you're like stuck on something and you fucking kill them, it's like, oh.
I don't disagree, but endgame pretty much is
Okay.
doing the same thing repetitive.
WoW, every video game, every MMO is all about loot.
Yes.
All about loot. And endgame loot, you just feel so fucking awesome.
I agree. But when you have to kill the same guy like 20 times to see that one piece of loot, and then you gotta roll on
No,
it to see who gets
it doesn't
it.
change anything if you're running with a good guild. A good
Yeah, if
group
you're
of
running with a
people.
guild that's good, you get the pieces you need. Because it's all about gearing up the people who need. Like, for example, if I beat, like in one run, I got like 4 pieces. I was really lucky. Like, I got a piece. There's this new coin system, so you can roll to try and get an extra piece to drop for you specifically. I got 4 pieces in one run, and it was like awesome. Like, I went from being like really shittily geared to being really well geared in one night. And that next day, my computer broke.
Oh.
And I was like, that feeling of not being able to use the really awesome gear I just obtained, was like I felt like shit. I was like, this fucking sucks. This is bullshit. I got all this cool shit and I can't use it. And that's what kind of keeps you back.
No, the
coming
best
back.
thing about it too is that they give you titles in the game
Yeah.
where you accomplish things first. So you can stand in the most.
Well, yeah, because it's like achievements.
Yeah,
Everyone's gonna
you
want
stand in the
those.
most populated place with the best gear in the game with achievement above your name, and you just stand there. That's all you have to
There was
do.
a point-
Yeah, you stand there in fucking full gold armor, and your fucking title is "I am Master Badass." It's like, yeah,
I am
why
Master
not?
That's the whole point, though.
when Naxxramas came out, it was initially very difficult. The raid.
It's
And
still fucking hard.
Yeah,
The
but when-
safety dance.
there was a one-shot
Men
kill
without
mechanic.
hats.
If you beat it in 25 mode with no one dying the entire
Yeah,
way
that was
through,
fucking hard.
you got an achievement called the Undying. And anyone with that achievement, I'm like, you were in a good fucking raiding guild. And like, I want to be in the guild you're in now because you wouldn't settle.
That's why I like old WoW, because you had the 40-man raids. Those were much.
I used to 40
I
man raid when I was a
liked
kid.
that
Tough.
idea a lot more than fucking 10-mans and 5-mans and 20
I ran
mans.
around. I
25.
did a Nixia when I was like 14, 15 with a fucking hunter that was a melee hunter.
Nice.
A melee
That doesn't
hunter.
make any
Like, I
sense.
love that about EverQuest. You want to do a raid, you can do a fucking 80-man raid.
Really?
That is just sick.
Oh, what was
Well,
the-
yeah, because they had a fucking dragon in that game. I
How did
can't
they
remember
break
the
the
name
game?
of it.
How did they break
Yeah.
it again?
They're
Because
they
they
fought
were
it for
fighting-
24 hours
yeah,
or something
Yeah,
like that.
they're fighting this dragon. I can't remember the name of it. But there were 3 guilds that got together to
A
take
couple
down this
hundred
dragon.
people.
So you had 80 people, and another 80 people fighting this one fucking
How
dragon.
strong is that fucking dragon?
It wasn't meant
And
to
you're not
kill.
exactly. You weren't meant to kill it. They got it down to I think it was 5% health, and then the GM despawned it.
What
Because
an asshole.
there was, but the thing was, nothing would happen. The thing didn't even have a loot table, so you would have killed it, and there would have been like a piece of
A cloth.
piece of cloth and like some copper or some shit.
That's
Because
retarded.
the whole idea was like it was unkillable.
But they killed it.
I like the idea of okay to bring down this big fucking boss.
And it took them 24 hours.
You need a lot of fucking people to do it.
Yeah.
Not WoW where it's hey we can do this with 5 people. Why not?
You
No, but that's-
This is the man that's gonna end the world. We're gonna do it with 5 people.
No, there's certain dungeons you couldn't. The basic dungeons you could do with 5, but all the
But
hard
what is it?
raids,
It's 20-man and 10-mans, right?
25.
25 minutes, 10 minutes, but they're changing it now. They're
Yeah.
making it more flexible. So you can do like 13 mans, like whatever you have.
Well, you could run all the old dungeons with 2 people. Like, I was a priest.
I sold
and I had a
everything.
Because
hunter.
essentially,
Yeah.
I understand like when you go and do this, you're the
Paladin.
heroes, but you're not a WoW hero like that badass
Yeah,
character.
You're supposed to be considered that.
You're supposed to be considered that, but you're not. Considering how many people are in the same server
Yes,
as you
but
doing
like,
the same
in
thing.
the lore, when once you enter that instance, you're the only people.
Yeah, but you're not gonna have a guy that's been playing since day 1, and then you're gonna have like, all right, Fatty McTubbs here is fucking hero 67. And,
What's cool to see too is like there's achievements now, and like they're called like feats of strength.
Yes.
Being the first person.
That's what I'm
first
saying.
thing
And you
to
get a
complete.
specific.
Yeah, and you get
achievement
specific titles that only happen to the world's first.
Yeah.
So some guys with like 4 or 5.
But you have those people that fucking get paid to get world first.
Yes, that's. I would love to do that. Like,
Well, yeah,
Wait,
because
wait,
you're getting
wait,
paid
wait,
to
wait,
play a
wait,
game.
wait,
Who
wait,
wouldn't
wait.
love that?
Who the fuck's paying people to do that?
Those
companies.
Japanese guys.
But why?
Because it's they stream it. It's like it's
They make an
monetized.
event out of it.
Yeah, everything is monetized.
Why the fuck do people get paid $1 million a tournament to play LOL?
Because it's
Yeah,
monetized.
that's
There's
different, but,
advertising.
like, okay, interesting.
Okay, so this your whole conversation here about like some games dumbing themselves down for the sake of making more money is a very valid point. What I was thinking of in terms of an actual business strategy. Again, me and my fucking business.
Business.
Yeah, anyway, like you should have 2 brands of games, like one for the hardcore and one for the casual.
Well, that's more or less what
Not
they're doing.
necessarily. Just make the same game, but with 2 different difficulties.
Yeah. That would be. If,
That's-
Yeah, but it's an
That's
MMO. It doesn't have
Well, that's what they
difficulties.
have. They have heroic and they have normal.
But if WoW had vanilla mode, where I could go back and play the game as if it was vanilla with difficulty, I would invest so much more time into that game.
Yeah.
See, and you cater to both, and if say like you're a hardcore gamer and you're on downtime, and you want to play a more,
Hardcore game.
You just go into
a
like
more like streamlined, easy game, then there's your option.
you don't even necessarily have to have different like modes, like heroic and everything. Have different servers.
Yeah, I was saying the same thing.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say it's different servers actually instead of different difficulties.
Actually, there's and thing with games now is they're getting so like broad with their like MMO title. Like my brother was playing WoW for about like a month. He wasn't even playing WoW because there's like a new Pokemon system where you can have like 3 Pokemon.
Oh yeah,
that
with
you
the
train.
pets or
He
whatever.
played WoW Pokemon for about a month
Yeah.
on my guy when I wasn't around. So he was just like, yeah, I'm running around just doing Pokemon shit. And
the farm, man. It's Farmville.
it's funny, so it's kind of cool. It's like you can play WoW, not even to play WoW. At this point, you could do so many other things in WoW and just
Well,
like.
that's why they did it like that.
it was
One
just so
thing
cool
I
to see.
really liked about EverQuest, like not back when we played it, you and me, Adam, but like a couple of years ago and everything, like they still have the servers going.
Yeah.
They would make a new server. So you could go and everyone could start a new character on that server. So everyone's fucking level 1 and you have to do everything all over again. I think that idea is brilliant.
Just making new servers.
Yeah. You get to do everything all over again. You don't have to play this game like, oh, these guys did this, blah, blah, blah. They all have this gear.
that's
And
the-
you can fucking, like, I have this gear. I'm going to sell you my old gear. No, everyone starts from scratch. You start new.
Exactly. You start from
That's
That-
the thing with WoW. They have so
Right
many
here.
servers already. I don't even know how many they have up
Yeah.
anymore.
And
They
new ones
have
come
a
out like at
lot.
least like once a month. New server.
Yeah, because they fill up.
Once a month?
They were filling up so fast. They were just constantly making more.
But in EverQuest, I think they're called progressive servers. Whereas, like, how many fucking... There's like 18 expansions to this game now.
Yes,
Yeah,
there is
there's
a
a
lot.
lot.
But you would only get that next expansion when, like, that top guild or whatever would beat the boss of the first game.
Oh, yeah.
Then the second expansion will unlock.
Hmm.
And then they beat that one, and then the next
Instead of
expansion
everything
will-
just being there.
Exactly. And instead of, like, going into WoW now and everything's there, like, they should redo... I think that would be brilliant if they did that with WoW.
I think they could do separate servers. For
No,
separate
because of the
servers.
end game stuff that they released, they can't release that again.
But at least with WoW, but the problem is too, like everything is end game now with WoW. Everything's about
Exactly,
Which
because
is
you
fun.
could fucking level up to whatever.
Level
like,
80
so
really
quickly.
fast.
well between 1 and 80 is like triple experience. Like
yeah, it takes about
Yeah,
a week.
they-
You could do it in a week. Yeah, that's what I know.
I know guys who can do 1 to 80 in like 2 days.
For
Yeah.
me, I like that adventure from leveling up from the bottom to the
Yeah.
top.
That's fun.
That's the fun
but
for
that's
me,
not
doing
fun
that
on
with
your
a
own.
friend.
I find
So-
that's really boring. By
With your
yourself.
friends.
So
Yeah,
to
doing it
speak,
by yourself. But
you
WoW
would-
makes it so you can do it all by yourself. That's where they fucked up, in my opinion. Is the fact that you can do it all by yourself just ruins the game.
No, I just said a stupid joke.
Again.
What was it,
We
Brandon?
make time.
We want to hear it,
Brandon.
Brandon.
So like, you mean to say that you start from the bottom and then now you're here?
And now we're here.
Yeah.
Yes.
There we go.
I got my old fucking crew.
Yeah,
And now we're here.
it works on so many levels.
Started from the bottom.
Now we're here. The whole fucking team's here.
Alex, any comments?
Not on that.
Versace.
Not on
Versace.
Alex over the fucking microphone.
What'd you call me?
Your face.
And on that note, that's it for us. Subscribe if you like our rambles. See you guys next week.
No.
Rambles.
Rambles are best.
No,
man.
you're supposed
you
to
can't keep it all professional.
You're supposed
You
to
need that random
subscribe,
shit in there.
favorite, and comment.
Add
Damn
me
it.
on
Don't forget to like!